Welcome, everybody. I'm thrilled to have Tracy Malone with us. She is the Narcissist Abuse Support Coach, among many things. But Tracy is joining our Win Your Divorce Summit next week, May 10th and 11th. And if you want to ask questions and hear what she has to say about divorcing a narcissist, then you're going to have to upgrade your ticket. And we're going to have a special link for you to click on to get your ticket to this event. So, hey, Tracy, good to see you.
Hi there. Nice to see you too, TH.
I am thrilled that you're going to be a part of this event. It's really impactful. Knowledge is power, right? When you're in any kind of a situation.
Mhm.
And when you're divorcing a narcissist, like we have both done, like what are your top two tips that you've learned from your own experience?
Well, I think that one of the important tips is to not react to everything they're throwing at you, because they will throw it out and it's you're a bad mother, you're a bad this, you stole money. It's just to put you on the edge and knock you off your game so that you are frozen in this space of defending yourself. I defended myself for so many false allegations that wasted $100,000. I didn't have to,
Yeah,
I'm like, now I would say, where's the proof that I stole money? Could you show us that? Because these
right.
false allegations mean nothing. Could you show us proof of me being a bad parent? Those are the things, that you really have to defend, but you're also not like proving, I'll show you, I took the kids to camp and I registered it's going to be in the mix later, instead of defending yourself going, oh, that's the strategy they're using. Okay. And then you build the case and the evidence for when they actually accuse you of that in court, because they often accuse you of this stuff and it never makes it to court, and you're just in a hamster wheel trying to figure out what the hell's happening.
You also have to have the chutzpah to stand up for yourself.
Yes.
That's way before any of it, because if you're married to a narcissist, you have been emotionally beaten down. You
Mm-hmm.
believe the messages that are being thrown to you. So being able to have the guts to say, wait a second, or to even say anything,
Yeah.
to say a word instead of taking it in and believing it and owning their words.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the whole strategy, right? It is brainwashing and threats and blaming. And again, everything that they're blaming you for, I can guarantee you they are doing. They say you're stealing money, they're stealing money.
Right.
If they say you're a bad parent, they know they're a bad parent. So it's almost a strategy to get there before you do. Like, because you're going to call out the card that says they're a bad parent, right? Because they are. And yet if they beat you to the punch, you're just sitting there, your head is spinning and you don't even know how to fight because you freeze. You're like, they know better than that after 28 years of marriage. How could they say these things? And you just freeze. And
Yeah.
then they just jump around you, tell everybody the lies, and build this false thing. It's a horrible situation.
So how do you not respond? How do you defend yourself? Like, this is new, right? So this is someone right off the gate right now who's right out of the gate, and they're realizing, holy crap, this is really the type of person I'm married to. How do I not engage? What's the first thing you do? You just bite your tongue? Like,
Well,
what's the
I think
littlest thing?
the littlest thing I think is knowing when and what things to react to, right? You don't have to react to everything. So if it has to do with the kids, or I like Tina Swifton's yellow rock responses, are like, that's one way to look at it, but you're not really giving them the answer that they're looking for. So there's lots of ways that you can engage with them, but it's not every single thing, right? It is finding the courage, but they will put you in that tailspin of just react, 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 react. And so I think working with a coach, or I mean, it's a lot cheaper than going to your lawyer every time they send you something and going, here's how we react to that. That part we don't need to worry about. And for me, and one of the things I see, I was speaking to someone this morning about it, is learning to be an advocate for yourself. Right. And again, if you've never been through a divorce, you have no idea what that even means. But if you go to a coach and you get some coaching and you go, oh, I can actually stand up to my lawyer. I can say, why isn't this moving? Or I should be asking them to do this. So many people, I come onto my screen and it's like, a year and a half and they've never had a temporary orders hearing and they're starving to death. Their bills aren't getting paid. I'm like, be an advocate, go chase that lawyer. I say to people, if you are like in a restaurant and you get a steak that's not cooked the way you want it, you would complain. That's a $50 steak. I would like it fixed, please. It's the same thing with the lawyer. But again, people don't know what to ask because this is foreign ground. They've never done this before. So having someone by your side that's going, okay, here's how we react. This is what we do. Oh, we don't need to do that one. That's going to help you so much because you're going to like de-escalate the anxiety, because okay, that's where and then after a couple times you see it, you're going, oh, that's on the no list. I don't have to worry about that. And you do have to worry about and answer and respond to certain things. But learning that what to do and how to react is the important part.
So just to reset this recording, I am TH. I'm half of the exEXPERTS and Divorce Etc. podcast with Jessica. And we created this platform to empower you, to support you and educate you so you can make the best choices in your life. And when it comes to divorce, there's a lot. And divorce sucks. It sucks. And when you're divorcing a narcissist or a difficult person, sucks even more. So we get it. That's why Tracy's here. Tracy, we are so grateful that she is doing a live session at the Win Your Divorce Summit on May 10th and 11th. It's a virtual event, but if you want to join the live session and be able to ask questions to Tracy and Kate Anthony and some of the other 38 experts that we have brought together for you for this 2-day event, you'll buy a paid ticket. Trust me, it's well worth your time and money, and it's an investment in yourself so that you know the right questions to ask of your lawyer. You know you're entitled to get an answer. You know that you don't go to your lawyer and waste your money talking about these things. You bring that to a coach or your therapist. You put things where they are. And Tracy and I and Jessica, we've lived it, so we get it. We know what you don't know, so you don't want to miss out on this event. In our link on this post, you will see that you can get a free ticket or you can upgrade. So we just had one tip that we just shared. And seriously, Tracy and I could talk for hours about our lives, living with a narcissist and all of those things. I do want to say, though, so many years later for me and some years later for you, I enabled that. I allowed that behavior. That was my responsibility in my marriage. And at this point, I really do feel it's very important that you take responsibility and you accept things. I don't forgive and I don't allow, but I have to, it happened. I mean, he cheated for 4 years. He was engaged to somebody else. Like, it's freaking nuts, but it set me free. Yeah. I was going to say, where's your button?
I got my
You
button.
can't make it up. I don't even care about it anymore. The cheating set me free. Then being married to a narcissist was paralyzing for me. And look at us now, right? We're fabulous.
I
Life
know.
can be great on the other side, but arm yourself with the right information. That's what this event is all about. So let's share one more quick tip because we don't want to give away your live session.
Sure. So I would say, don't call them a narcissist.
Right.
Really important. People make that mistake so often. They go into this detective mode and they're like Googling things like, my husband is cheating. What does that mean? And you're putting in things and you start to put the pieces together. But this is something we hold close to ourselves and we don't we learn from it. We need this information. But if we go, you're a narcissist,
Yeah.
boom, the black and white thinking, they get even nastier. It gets uglier. It gets into a place where, you're really digging yourself out of a hole because you said it. And if you've already said it, folks, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have, just try to let it pass and don't let them know and remind them every day, because that will stir the pot of their anger and their revenge. So, if you know it and you haven't said it, keep quiet. If you've already said it, try not to repeat it over and over, because they will forget that you said it, and hopefully it'll just pass without great consequences.
Right, right. And when you come to the Win Your Divorce Summit next week, the virtual event featuring Tracy and 38 other really amazing experts, you're going to learn how do you know if you're married to a narcissist? Like, how do you know? Those are the kinds of questions we are going to answer. And it's important that you know, because you need to know who you're dealing with. You need to know how to negotiate differently. You need to know how to co-parent properly. And so these are the kinds of things that you're going to learn. We are going to arm you with the tools and the education that you need so that you can be successful through your divorce and beyond. Tracy, you want to say something?
I have my rubber stamp. Rubber stamp for narcissists. And again, it doesn't matter what we call them. If they are deploying these tactics or you've lived with these tactics for a long time, you're not diagnosing them, but it points you to the right books. It points you to the answers that you need.
Yep. Great. Thank you so much. And we will see you next week live at the Win Your Divorce Summit, May 10th and 11th. Click the link so that you get your free ticket, and you're going to want to upgrade it so that you can participate in the live session with Tracy and our 3 other live sessions about how to find hidden money, how to co-parent, what you can control in your divorce, and how to divorce a narcissist or a difficult person. So thank you so much, Tracy, for joining me, and I will see you next week.
Thank you.